So, we'll start this meditation with some mindful movement. So, if you're able to do it from standing, maybe if you haven't done so already, transition to standing. And the aim is to really apply the mindfulness to movement, to, really focus on the body, be aware of your body. So, even before we do any stretches, just check in with your body right now. Just notice how you're feeling physically. Connect with your body and just be aware of it, feel it. If you're standing or whatever position you're in, feel what this position is like for you. Feel the position of your arms and legs. Notice your torso, your posture. Feel your head and neck. Feel the sensations of breathing. In other words, the movement of your belly or chest. So just really connect with your body. Really feel, just the range of sensations that you're feeling all over your body. And then from here, raising your arms up slowly, bring them completely overhead if you're able to, and just feeling the sensations. Notice the feeling of reaching, stretching, just experiencing your body in this position. Notice the sensations in your joints and muscles, particularly that are involved in holding your arms up, feeling all the way up to your fingers. And maybe appreciating that you have arms that you're able to move, that you have muscles that are able to move your bones. To appreciate whatever degree of control you have over your body. There's a lot we don't have control over, but we can often control how we move it. And bring the arms back down, feeling what that's like to let them go. Just noticing the sensations. Notice the change in how your arms feel now compared to when we started. Just notice anything you're experiencing, and including, of course, at the same time as you can feel sensations in your body, you might notice thoughts coming up. And your mind may be very active. That's okay. You can just acknowledge those thoughts when they come up and then leave them alone, and instead focus more on the specifics of how your body is feeling. Maybe particularly notice how it feels to have your shoulders and arms and hands completely loose, letting them be completely limp and feeling them. And then just raising the right hand up. So lifting up, reaching, as if you're trying to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. And if you want, you can let your left heel come off the ground a little bit. So you lean into it a bit more. And just notice how this position feels. And maybe, again, bring some appreciation to your body. Appreciating the maybe things that we take for granted, like appreciating the degree of movement you have of your shoulder Feel the muscles in the shoulder joint itself. If you're able to completely reach up, that's great. Even if you can only move it a little, it's still better than not being able to move it at all. Notice the sensations as you hold it up, appreciating whatever muscle strength you have that allows you to hold it up in the air for a while. And then bring the arm back down, noticing again how you're able to move it and control it, and feel what it's like when you let it go. Notice the difference, the change in sensations. Maybe notice any difference between your right and your left arm now. And notice that you're still breathing. Feeling the movement of your belly or your chest as you breathe. And then raising the left arm up. We'll do the same stretch on this side, reaching, stretching up towards the ceiling. You can feel what that's like. You might notice some areas that feel pretty tight, areas where there's stretching. If there's some discomfort, and be aware of that too. Hopefully there isn't, but if there is, acknowledge that. There may be no sort of choice in that matter, but notice how you can decide how much to ease off or intensify. So if the discomfort is too much, it's perfectly reasonable to do what you need to ease off of the discomfort. Or just you can notice if you're still holding it up, if you're still able to. Notice muscles that are starting to fatigue, maybe even starting to ache. And then if you haven't already, just bring the arm back down and letting it relax. And feel what it's like to let it go loose again. Feeling both your arms just loose and relaxed. Feel your whole body as it is right now. Notice, of course, that you're still breathing. Maybe notice if there's any change in your breathing. And then from here, one more time raising the arms, this time both arms again. And once your arms are overhead, taking a deep breath in and just leaning to one side. So kind of stretching, kind of letting your body curve to one side. And you'll probably feel stretching along one side of the chest and kind of compressing on the other side. Maybe appreciating how our spine works, how the column of vertebrae, the vertebral bones that are in a stack that are able to allow us to twist and bend and move in each direction, and yet allows us to be upright as well. So, breathing in, coming up, breathing out and leaning to the other side. Notice how your spine can now kind of curve to this side. And feel the areas of stretching. And then breathing in, coming up. And breathing out, bring the arms back down. And let the arms relax, let them hang. Feel what that's like. Actually, if you want to, you could even shake them out a little bit. Notice how that feels to shake out your hands and your arms. And let everything relax. Just standing in this relaxed, upright position. Feeling your body as it is right now. And then from here, just raising your shoulders up. So bring them up towards your ears. Notice how that feels. Notice the tightening or stretching. And then bring the shoulders down. And then moving the shoulders forward towards each other. So your arms will kind of follow. And you might feel some stretching across your upper back. And then bring the arms back down. And then pulling the arms back a bit so your shoulder blades kind of move towards each other. You might feel some stretching across the chest. And then bring the shoulders up again. And now continually moving them through all these positions in one big circle. And again, maybe appreciating all the different muscles, bones, and joints that allow you to do this. Of course, our shoulders and our arms and hands are incredibly useful. The fact that we can move them the way we can, something we can appreciate, is very helpful. Letting the arms rest again, the shoulders rest. And then we'll do a bit of gentle stretching of the neck. So, and go easy with the neck stretches if you have any injuries or neck problems. Don't overdo it. But we could first just gently bring the chin down to let the head hang in front, and then you'll probably notice that stretching in the back of the neck. Just feel what that's like. And then bring the head back up. And then tilting the head to one side, whichever you want to do first, just moving the ear towards the shoulder. It doesn't have to go far, you don't have to force it, just enough that you feel a gentle stretch on the side of the neck. And then tilting the head to the other side. So doing the same stretch now on this side. Maybe notice if there's any difference. You might find that one side of the neck is tighter than the other. And then bring the chin down in front. But now continuing nice and slowly, gently through these three positions. You can stop at any point if you want to, or if you feel dizzy. But otherwise, just slowly rotating it. And then coming back to the center, just again to this sort of upright but neutral position. Feeling your whole body as it is now. If you're able to stand, appreciating being able to stand. All the muscles and joints and bones involved in that. And the amazing ability of the body to balance on two legs. If you had a stool with three legs and one broke off, it would just fall over. But somehow we usually quite easily just are able to stand balanced on two legs. Or you might even be able to balance on one leg. If you feel okay with that, please don't fall over, but if you want to, you could try lifting one foot off the floor completely and see, can you balance on one leg and what does that feel like? Or you can put that foot back down and try it on the other side. And then coming back to being on 2 feet, notice how much easier it is to stand that way. Usually almost effortless. And then if you're standing, moving back to sitting, and we'll do the rest of the meditation practice from sitting position. Notice how it feels to transition. Sitting in a comfortable and relaxed position, but with your back reasonably upright, feeling alert, almost as if there's a string attached to the top of your head pulling upward, but letting the shoulders be relaxed and dropped, letting your hands and arms just rest loosely on your lap or wherever it's comfortable. And now for this part of the meditation, having the eyes closed and just notice again that you are breathing just by feeling it in your body. Notice the sensations in your body when you're breathing in and when you're breathing out. You notice that you can tell when you're breathing in or out, and you can tell by the sensations in your body. And just letting the breath happen so you don't have to control your breath. You don't have to breathe in any special way. Just letting the breath breathe itself, but feeling it. Your body knows how to breathe, which is a good thing. When we're sleeping, it's nice that our body doesn't stop breathing. Or even just when we're awake, if we're often so distracted, thinking about different things, if we had to remember to breathe, we'd be in trouble. But maybe also noticing that you can take control of your breath if you want to. For example, try taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths. And then just breathing naturally again. And notice that you're able to control how deeply you breathe or how fast. You can probably hold your breath for a number of seconds or maybe even minutes in some cases if you want to. And maybe bringing some appreciation to your body and to what's actually happening with each breath. We're taking in the oxygen from the air through this amazing process of our lungs bringing in air and extracting the oxygen into our red blood cells, the bloodstream transporting it all over the body. The oxygen is needed as fuel for all the cells of our body. And we need to keep refueling. But even without thinking about it, this amazing process keeps happening. Feeling each breath, paying close attention to it. Close attention to the sensations in your body of breathing in and out. It's something that we don't usually pay attention to unless something maybe is going wrong with it or something calls our attention to it. We just take it for granted. Notice the feeling of breathing, and notice if you're breathing comfortably. So right now, if you're not coughing, you're not feeling short of breath, you don't feel any strain as you breathe, appreciating that means your lungs are working fairly well. With each breath, various muscles in your body operate in just the right way to cause your chest cavity to expand, to cause the lungs to expand and take in air. Maybe appreciating that the air itself has just the right amount of oxygen, about 20% or so. The air is oxygen, and it's just the right amount that's good for us. Or another way of putting that is, you can appreciate how our bodies have evolved to be optimal for this amount of oxygen, to make use of it, even when we need more, like when we exercise or exert ourselves. Paying close attention in the same way that you would pay attention to anything that you found particularly special or important. So just treating the breath as something special and important, in part because it is. And as you're aware of your breath, this process of your body taking in oxygen from the air to sort of fuel your body, fuel all the cells of your body, noticing that you have a body that is being fueled through the air we take in, through the food and water we drink and eat. Feel your whole body as it is right now. Even if parts of your body are not working properly, if you have health issues physically, still appreciating that you're here, alive and breathing. So in terms of your body, there's more right with you than wrong with you. There may be things about our body that we're not happy with, maybe in terms of appearance, in terms of aging, in terms of health. But we can also, at the same time, appreciate all the parts of our body that are working properly. Your lungs taking the oxygen as you breathe, your heart pumping the blood with oxygen to go all around the body. And so many other parts of your body doing what they do, important functions necessary functions, whether it's your stomach and intestines taking nutrients from the food you eat, your liver and kidneys sort of filtering and detoxifying the blood. And then, of course, you have a brain that is able to think, that's able to observe thinking and everything else you notice and experience right now. So, sitting with this awareness of your whole body and perhaps a sense of gratitude or appreciation for all the things your body lets you do, for all the ways it's functioning properly. If you can walk and talk, and see and hear and think, there's a lot of stuff that's working right in your body, even if we're not aware and even if we don't pay attention.